Lieutenant Randall Cooper is a veteran officer in the San Jose Police Department. He's also an African American and knows what it's like to be stopped without cause by police.
The practice is called racial profiling, and a number of people at the ACLU's campaign announcement today said they have been victims.
The most powerful experiences for me was when I was in law school and driving with my family. My father is African American and my mother is white, and my sister and I were in the back seat. And we were followed by a patrol car for several blocks, and my father kept looking nervously in the rearview mirror, knowing that the officer was looking for an excuse to pull him over, and he was concentrating and trying to drive perfectly. And sure enough, the lights went on and we were pulled over, and the officer came up to my father's window and asked him whether he knew the passengers in the car.
The group says since it began a racial profiling hotline last year, it has received some 1,000 complaints from Californians who were stopped by police.
When patrolling our nation's roads, the only colors the police officers ought to be concerned about are red and green traffic lights, yellow lines in the road. It should not be a signal for police officers to stop someone who's innocently driving down the highway simply because of their color. DWB, driving while black, is a threatening condition.
So today, San Jose's new police chief announced that his department will follow San Diego's lead as the second department in the country to voluntarily track the race and gender of every person on foot or in a car stopped by an officer in this city and the reason for the stop. That's about 120,000 a year, he says. Only about half of those result in a citation or arrest.
In order to understand the pressures that these troopers are under, you've got to understand what their job is. Their job is not, like everybody else on the force, to write traffic tickets. But these guys are out there for one reason, and that was to find drugs. And the way they do it is they go out on the road every day for 8 hours or 12 hours, however long they work, and they would try to pull over 8 to 10 cars a day and search them. And that was pretty much, from the internal reports that we saw, that was pretty much the expected, at least some of the supervisors expected the troopers to do 8 to 10 searches a day. And after a while, when you keep coming up empty-handed, your supervisors started getting all over you. And we saw comments like, 6 ounces of grass is not what's expected of you. You're supposed to be out there finding drugs and large quantities of money and guns, and you're not finding anything, so work on your techniques.
The chief says now his officers will go back to the police academy for lessons on probable cause and for sensitivity training.